I'm not going to do anything that I believe is evil. I'm not going to do anything that is obviously evil. I'm not going to be complicit with evil. So, first of all, let's understand why every culture is evil. Only I am good and my parents are blameless. Let's understand this. We need a point of reference. Okay, what does it mean to be worldly? So, first and foremost, it is neo-colonialism, right? Colonialism is the essence of worldly. They went around the world making sure they run things and making sure that they control all things that have to do with being worldly. So, they're worldly. Some people say the white man, okay, that's a fair enough term in my book. So let's start there. What does it mean to be white? Well, the essence of white is rich white people, obviously. They're the leaders of the white cultures. And they're basically rich groupies, right? White groupies, white boys, white frats, American Pie, Scary Movie, Justin Bieber types, English types, right? Trying to be professional, but it's really immature to play stupid about matters of masculinity, maturity, virtue, what have you. It is retarded to do it that way. Now let's look at the different groups, okay? Obviously, it is evil to serve the governing class. Obviously, it is evil to conform to any group of any race, okay? Only obeying God through me is good. So first of all, if we look to the frats, a bunch of immature people, social norm fanatics, it is dumb to go to fraternities, whether they're Masons or college frats, for advice or leadership or to team up with them. They are hell-bent to conform to the world. Other geeks, obviously, nerds are defined in their own language, and it was defined by nerds as foolish and contemptible. Nerds, geeks, dorks, what have you. Psychos, obviously a stupid idea. The military, police, intelligence agencies, etc. Well, where does the idea of RoboCop come from? Because cops and military and intelligence agency people are RoboCop-ish. They're RoboCop-ish, okay? And they're social norm fanatics. 6, the LGBT community. Well, some of them just want to have sex with you, and some of them will point you to controlled opposition. They are also social norm fanatics. Okay. 7, mental health. What they're doing to me is worse than drugging Martin Luther King Jr. I am the top martial artist ever, and pretending isn't smart, especially while 3 million children starve to death and die of hunger-related issues, and 1 in 4 girls are child molested, sexually molested, and 1 in 9 little boys are sexually molested. 8, the churches are basically controlled and established social controllers. Okay, they're allowed for generations, more often than not. They're establishments. They're part of the greater white establishment and whitewashed establishment. So are synagogues and mosques. 9, rednecks, racist groups. Obviously, these people are unreasonable. 10, rich people. Among the most unreasonable, if not the most unreasonable, the main oppressors. I use the example of an island. If your group, whatever race you are, lived on an island, and another group came and robbed you all, and some people had more of the attractive women and more gold, who would be more guilty in your book? Obviously, those who took more of the ill-gotten gains, right? Basically, that's the main scale here. So the rich are the most guilty and immature in society. 11, the radical left and right. Obviously unreasonable, obviously hell-bent to be controlled opposition in a way that is radical. 12, natives seem like a logical answer. They're quite often nice and they seem more reasonable than everyone else, but they are controlled with pecking orders like everyone else. 13, celebrity politician. The reason why I bring up this group, it has to do with dotting all the T's, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's. 13, celebrities and politicians, unreasonable trash that are hard to fucking communicate with in the first place. 14, hippies, light workers, empaths. They're all out of touch. They're closed-minded, controlled opposition. 15, gangsters. They have a Greco-Roman, Neo-Greco-Roman culture. Okay, African-American, Mexican-American, etc., right? The American is the key word. They're whitewashed. The Roman numerals, right? You see in a lot of their tattoos. Okay, deep state drug trafficking, deep state prostitution networks, what have you. 16, rock and roll people, right? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll isn't exactly moral precision. They'll say, that sounds kind of cool, bro, but that's not what I'm about, okay, kind of thing. 17, rap fans, similar problem with rock and roll fans. 18, drug addicts, unreasonable, concerned with drugs first and foremost. And just like gang members and rap fans, quite often, they'll try to hustle you and rip you off. In fact, you look up Hustler magazine, right? It's about sluts. So being a hustler, hustling for your money is prostituting yourself culturally, sometimes literally, perhaps more often than not these days in this gender-neutral society, both males and females, okay? Look at the percentage of people who admit they slept with their boss and so on and so forth, and how many of them got promotions as a result, okay? So let's further explore white, and let's wrap this up. What does it mean to be white? Those of you in the San Jose area, right, Almaden, Los Gatos, Saratoga, Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, all the way down to Palo Alto. Okay, Morgan Hill, mostly white. Okay, this is the essence of white. So when we look, in this area, when we look at the other places, the east side, the south side, downtown, okay, this is what they would call white trash, and kind of, and mixed in there are some more kind of Los Gatos types in some of the nicer homes downtown, for example. Okay, so that is what white is, and everything else is like a response. It's like a whitewashed response to white. Okay, so the core, and I'm part white, mind you, I'm part black, part white, but I'm not whitewashed because I insist on moral precision. I transcend above white culture, which dominates all cultures of this world, through proxy and otherwise. Okay, and I say moral precision. They say white and hand-me-down white. I say moral precision. They say white, whitewashed, and make you look bad if you seem less whitewashed than everyone else. That's the boundaries of the beast. Okay, pretty straightforward. And again, no matter what, I'm not going to do anything that I think is evil. I'm going to walk in the way of righteousness along the path of justice, and no one knows better than I do. I'm the top martial artist. Who the fuck are they? Just some racist white person, some radical white social norm fanatic, or whitewashed person? Who are they exactly compared to me? Nobody. Thank you.